If you team stack in Chivalry 2, you are a loser and a reject. What's going on, guys? It's Sean the Salami, and we are starting off on attack in this game on Darkforest, but we will end up switching to defense for a very specific reason, and that's because team stackers in Chivalry 2 are virgins. Now, if you weren't aware, in Chivalry 2, attacking is so much easier than defending, so what you're going to see some players do at the beginning of every match is go into spectate, sit there for a while, and then switch to attack so that they don't have to go on defense. God forbid they actually challenge themselves or are considerate to other people. All these people really care about is a pretty screenshot with a very big number next to kills and takedowns. It's sad, honestly. No names, no witch hunting, of course, but once we notice it, we're going to switch right over to defense and make sure that we can at least make their lives as miserable as we can. So sit back and relax, enjoy this Darkforest game with our usual narrated gameplay, tips and tricks, the whole 9 yards along the way. I have been loving the Vanguard class recently, and not just for all the extra stamina. The Vanguard, as we know, also gets more movement speed as well, and I'm so used to the Knight that I always forget how easy it is to go into these isolated little engagements, get a few kills, and keep going. It's such a great class for hitting and running and getting those easy kills from behind. The less health on the Vanguard makes it not great for frontlining though, and that gets us killed. Not a great call to go into the meat grinder there. As you can see, we are on fire to start this game, and once we switch teams, it's not going to slow down either. But you'll never guess what happens next. As you can see, we are dominating, but there's a reason for that, and that's because at this point, a lot of people that were in spectate have now joined onto the attacking team, and defense is dropping like flies, so it's now at this point that I've decided that my next life, I'm going to switch teams and go over to the defending team. It's not full yet, by the way, because people were leaving when they saw how this started. Let's see if we can change this team's fortunes. Nothing makes me feel cooler than when I taunt emote and then win a fight right after. Unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen here, but we do hold our own for a fair bit. So I was on a pace of about 80 kills or so, but there's way more important things to take care of, and that's putting some team stackers in their place the best I can. The game isn't even filling because people are getting frustrated. Every time someone was joining on defense, they would leave. This feint right here to set up a kill shot, that felt nice. That was beautiful stuff by me, not gonna lie. While we hold strong on defense and defend the cart here, I did want to ask what you guys think about the editing so far. I've always pictured people that watch this channel are just trying to relax and unwind and watch Chivalry 2, or they're here and new to the game and wanting to get some tips. So I don't plan on doing any over-the-top crazy edits or anything, but adding subtle things on the screen like the tips that I give, or just slow motion to show something over, I think that's something I should have been doing from day one, but I've always been a little lazy about trying to learn how to edit better. I never want to do something over the top that distracts from the gameplay or the video itself. I always hate videos like that. But putting together the longsword guide made me think of that and how I should probably put more things on screen, maybe even just subtle sound cues. Nothing crazy, but if you don't like it or you have any feedback at all, just let me know in the comments. I'm trying to make the best videos possible for you guys. Just let me know. This is pretty funny. As I get killed, I'm going to go over the bridge, fall down, and go into the water. This game's ridiculous. I'm pretty confident here they're going to capture this, but I want to be a team player and see if I can stop them, and the slim chance that it does, it's not going to happen. So now I can't get a forward spawn because I'm in combat. I can't take one. So we're going to take down as many people as we can with us for fun, but also get some archers. We don't know where the team stacking virgins are, but we do know exactly what the archers look like, so we're going to take down a few of them. And real quick, guys, I did want to apologize. I haven't had a lot of Chivalry 2 gameplay uploaded this week because I was having terrible internet issues. I used to use a very big backlog of games I had recorded, and it was perfect for situations like this. However, in my opinion, the videos would be trash because I couldn't remember what was happening in specific circumstances and couldn't really give you my thought process on things that were happening in the game. Now I mostly just try and get something recorded, go edit it, and add commentary when the game is still fresh in my head and just happened. But hopefully you guys like the videos I did in the meantime that were a little bit of a change of pace. The longswording guide in particular I could turn into a series. I'll leave that in the description if you're curious about that, because I can also do it for other weapons like the greatsword and messer, things you see me use a lot. And this is ridiculous. This is a ballerina move, and I'm going to emote no and then get annoyed and point it out because it was someone who team switched. The whole reason I switched was to try and make their life a little bit tougher and more miserable, and more importantly helping the noobs out that were getting rolled. And so far so good, because we are holding them very well on the barricades. It's been going on a little bit here and still haven't gotten even part of it done yet. So now we're going to go on a series of pretty brutal lives here where I'm not going to contribute anything to the team and just die a lot. But the team is actually doing a really good job holding them. Like I said, it's just, I don't think I was really pulling my weight here, which is unfortunate. So we're going to go on a bunch of lives here where we just die one after the other. As we get ready to defend the gate, something you may not know is the knife is very annoying to fight. In a 1 versus 1, it's so fast, and you don't want to be face hugging someone like I am here that's using it. Just control your distance, and you should have no problems, but if they get in your face, it can be pretty brutal. So we see this Vanguard that picked up a spear, and we think we got an easy kill, but he gets us with an amazing target switch. Good work there. We already established that team stackers are low life. The only thing worse than that is if you're going to go and try and take the VIP by switching teams at the last minute. Even though I switched very close to the very beginning of the game, I thought it was right to just pass it up regardless. It would give us the best chance to win if I were to do it, because I finished significantly ahead of the rest of the lobby, but the person that finished second was on pretty low levels, so I'd imagine they probably hadn't been the VIP before now, so I think it was the right call. Now, we desperately want these team stackers to at least get a loss on their pretty screenshot, so we're going to try and get this done. Let's see if we can seal the victory. In the end, it was not enough. I really would have liked to make those team stackers suffer even more with a loss. Who knows if they even care? They're selfish after all. But we finished significantly ahead of the rest of the lobby. We did all we could. I feel good about it. If you'd like to join the Discord and get some games in, check the pinned comment, and if you'd like to support me with a channel membership, it's in the description. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like and a subscribe for future Chivalry 2 content. Love you guys. See you in the next one.